to James Whale.
Evening. Welcome. I'm here. I'm sorry, I tried to read the weather forecast without taking a breath because somebody's been eating garlic in this studio. Never mind. Get the air freshener, quickly. Oh, that's better. Fine. Whaley's on the wireless. Welcome, world. Yes, the new improved version of the James Whale radio show, 9 o'clock across the nation, broadcasting through the airwaves of Talk Radio on 1053, 1089 AM. Yes? Thank you very much indeed to Anna Rayburn. And listen, they tell me I have the most expensive warm-up artiste in the business. And I appreciate that. I think that I am a humble man, and I thank Talk Radio for doing that for me. Thank you all. Thank you most sincerely. And here we are again. What a wonderful, wonderful day it is. And may I say, just excuse me, what a wonderful day it is. Hang on just a minute. We do this thing, hot seating. One person flies out of the studios, another person comes in. Fluff, what is that?
It's a hair clip.
It's a hair clip? It's a very long hair clip. I wonder where... I wish I hadn't done that now. That's a very long hair clip. I tell you what, I may run a competition for one of Anna Rayburn's hair clips, which was in the studio, fell out. I think it'd be good, wouldn't it? I mean, you know, this is a genuine article, and I think I may run a competition a little later. Would that be unkind or not? I'm not sure. It might be unkind. I might not do that. On the other hand, I might. Welcome to the program on Tuesday. What have we got lined up for you? What sort of dogs have you got?
I've got 2 Shih Tzus.
Exactly. That's the sort of stuff we want for the troops. And now, are you my wife or not?
No, I don't think so.
No, that's the other one out there. Yes, no, that's the other one out there. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because, you know, later on...
check these things out.
Yeah, later on I want to make sure I'm in bed with the right woman. I don't, you know, I have to be very careful about this sort of thing. Right, want to say hello to everybody at the Red Roof Community School, including Matthew Alston, Richie Notley, and anybody else there they wanted to mention after the 11 o'clock news. Why am I doing it at 9? I don't know. Well, I'll do it later. It just happens to be on the desk there. Right, tonight, some of the things we're going to talk about. If you're a new listener to the program, this is how we play the game. I read out all sorts of things I think you'll be fascinated in, and you phone in and talk about things that are completely different, all right? Free call, 0500 1050. Write this down because you need this number right up to 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. 0500 1053. Have you got it down? 0500 1053 89. That's the number to contact us here free of charge on Talk Radio. My guest tonight, just because, you know, we went down and she was sitting outside, she said, could I come in? I said, yeah, okay. I said, first of all, what sort of dogs have you got? What sort of dogs have you got?
And I said, Shih Tzus.
Yes, and I said, well, in that case, you may come in on the program tonight. This is Melinda Messenger.
Hello.
And
thanks for having me back here, James.
Don't think me too soon.
I've been wandering around outside that front door for weeks, hoping you'd invite me back in.
Yeah, well, I said you've got to come back as soon as possible because you're not getting any younger.
Exactly.
I mean, you're...
None of us are we?
26? 26? I was going to say...
I've gained a few years.
I was going to say 25. Yes, I mean, where the average age of people who do what you do is, what, 18?
I don't know. I suppose it is, really. Yeah, or so they say, anyway.
Yeah. I just like having you sit here. I mean, in fact, I got a Melinda out there and a Melinda in here, so I got a stereo Melindas.
Yeah, not bad.
Stereo Melindas. How are your boobs, by the way?
They're not too bad, thank you.
Good,
Thanks for asking.
Well, no, because 5,000 to 6,000 British women will have boob jobs this year.
Yeah.
Okay, more than 100,000 British women have already had them. And Oasis bride Meg Matthews, she's married to the other one.
Yeah, she's just had hers done as well, reportedly, isn't she?
Yes, but unfortunately she was on a honeymoon.
Oh, right.
And one slipped.
Ooh.
And it slipped, and she had to come from New York back to London.
Yeah, oh dear.
To get it put back in again.
Yeah.
So I was worried.
No, mine are absolutely fine. They're staying where they belong.
Good. Now, that's the main thing.
Yep.
As long as you're okay, that's fine. Are you a nice girl or a spice girl?
Well, it depends what you mean by a nice and a spice girl, really.
Okay, well, according to the world's major advertising companies, the 90s girls are either nice or spice. And guys are frustrated because guys go for the Spice Girls. And the Spice Girls are not interested in young guys. They're only interested in the older, wealthier guy. All right?
Really?
So when they try going for the nice girls, well, the nice girls are not interested anyway. So they're stuck.
They can't win, can they?
They can't win. There's absolutely no way they can win. So I'd like to hear, girls, are you a nice girl or a Spice Girl? Give me a call. Newsreader presenter Jill Dando. I think I'll do that later, actually. I heard that. I think she's having problems. We're hoping to get Jill Dando on the phone. I'm hoping to get her into the studio. We should be reading the news somewhere, won't she, at this time? So we'll see if we can get Jill Dando on the programme later on tonight to have a chat. Should Clinton apologise to the blacks over slavery? More than 130 years after the end of the American Civil War, the president has suggested he may apologise to the blacks on behalf of the nation. Linda Bellos, former Lambeth Council leader and member of the Africa Reparations Movement, has got a few things to say about that. We'll talk to her later. What do you think? We talked about that a few weeks ago. We actually gave Clinton the idea on this programme because where the Whale Show leads, practically everybody else rips off the ideas and follows. You've been on the TV. You've been doing, what have you been in? Eurotrash?
Yeah, Eurotrash.
I don't think it's very trashy. I don't think you're trashy at all. I mean, I think that's very unfortunate.
Well, it's an interesting show, isn't it?
Yeah,
fun.
they call it pornographic in some... I mean, I don't think so.
Do they? No, not at all.
No,
not at all.
No. Oh, I've got a transvestite on the show tomorrow. I've got to tell you about that, because the transvestite... What's the name of the transvestite tomorrow who's coming in? Dizzy what fire? Dub Fire. Dizzy Dub. Have you heard of Dizzy Dub Fire?
No.
Apparently she's got legs right up to there.
Really?
Really, yes. And apparently she's much sought after.
Really? Sounds interesting.
She's got the cold feet. She's got cold feet because she doesn't want people to take the mick out of her.
Oh, right.
You know, here's a bloke who dresses up with long legs, shoes, doesn't even have Terry Waite's excuse of being locked up for 5 years.
And calls herself Dubfire?
Yeah, Dizzy Dubfire.
Dizzy Dubfire?
Yeah, and a disc jockey come, you know, sort of the RuPaul of the United Kingdom, really.
Yeah.
And apparently a drinks company wants him to promote their drinks, and they're getting very upset that people might realise that this is a man dressed as a woman.
That's interesting.
I'd sue because, you know, they're taking work away from you.
Well,
you know, you've got to think about that.
That's true, James.
Yeah, they're taking work away from you, and maybe it's not a good idea. Let's talk to Justin in York. Oh, by the way, Melinda's going to be here for an hour or so. How long did you say you're going to stay? You'll probably stay forever.
I think I'm sort of going about some 10 until you kick me out, really.
All right, okay. She's here till 1. She's here till 1. Well, because I'd like her to get to know my wife better. Because if you got to know my wife better, you'd come and stay, wouldn't you, for weekends and things like that,
well,
you know?
Come on.
Yeah.
You invite me.
That'll be. I think that's a great way of doing it. My engineer, Ash, hasn't been giving you a hard time, has he?
Not at all, no. He's made me a nice cup of coffee.
Falling all over you. Yeah, he's never made a cup of coffee for anybody in his entire life, have you, Ash? Not ever, no. Justin in York, let's start with you. Justin, you're on Talk Radio. Speak.
Good evening, James.
Oh, that was very good. Let's try again, Justin.
Good evening, James.
Yes, that's okay. You've got a crappy phone, haven't you?
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Today was National No Car Day, James.
Are you... I can't stand that, Justin. Have you got a what is that, a mobile phone or what?
Yeah.
Oh, it's better, isn't it?
It's better because I turned him down.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Where are you?
I'm in York, James.
I know you're in York. Go back. Is this a proper mobile phone?
It was a cheap one, James.
It was a cheap one, wasn't it?
I bought it from a Chihuahua.
Yeah, well, the Chihuahua cheated you. What sort of dogs you got?
Shih Tzus.
That's for you, Justin. Eddie in East Sussex, you're on Talk Radio. Hello.
Hello to you, James.
Hi.
An interesting little article here by Polly Toynbee in the Mail. I'll just read a very short part of it, if I may, to you.
She's one of the most exciting characters in British broadcasting, isn't she?
Yes.
Isn't she an exciting woman? Every time you see her come on the screen, don't you really, your toes curl up? Polly Toynbee, there's a name. There's a name to conjure with. Yes. Polly Toynbee.
Anyway, it would seem...
Isn't she the woman who upset everybody at the BBC by telling them something? I can't remember what she told them, but...
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably upsets a lot of people. She's upset me to some degree with this article.
Has she?
Because she's obviously pro fox hunting here.
Yeah, well,
but she does make a very valid point here, you see.
Let's hear it,
And one that might interest you. Fox hunters are not pest control exterminators on horseback, nor a mounted job creation scheme. They are people out enjoying themselves. Odd maybe, but that's their thing. Now, it is for the other side to prove that the harm they do justifies an authoritarian bound their pleasure. The only consistent case against hunting comes from those against the killing of all animals by human beings. Only vegetarians have a coherent case for banning hunting. Most farming is horribly cruel. Calves are yanked from their mothers, others leaving bereft cows to moo in despair. Animals are castrated, clipped, crated, forced to eat unnatural foods, bear unnatural numbers and sizes of offspring, shut away, factory farmed, and dispatched to horrible slaughterhouses in terror before their time. I'm relating that, actually, to the fact that people who are opposed to fox hunting don't give a damn about the factory farming and the awful abuse of the other animals.
Oh, my turn. Okay,
Yeah.
Here's how it hangs as far as I'm concerned, all right? Because there are so many sides to every story.
This is directed at you, of course, as to others.
I can't be bothered to get involved in them. I am concerned that people of limited intelligence find it entertaining to chase an animal around and call it fun. I don't want to get into the factory farming and all the other things because you have to think of that from a different angle.
But no, you have to think about cruelty overall.
Eddie.
Cruelty overall.
Listen to me, Eddie.
I'm listening. Go on.
It is so difficult to argue and have a go at people if you're going to bring every single thing into it, right? So I am totally against people who find it entertaining to chase other living things of a lower intelligence, although sometimes you wonder, and find this okay and fun.
I agree with you, and I also agree with that statement you made to Janet George, where she should go to those people should go to Bosnia with rifles and allow people to fire back at them.
Well, I've got to be very careful about these people. They try to sue me every other moment I breathe. I open my mouth, they're on the phone. Oh, that's actionable. That's actionable.
But then you see they lie through their teeth anyway. When I raised the matter to Janet George 18 months ago on radio, that they actually provide more foxes by creating new earths and putting in vixens and dogs to create a new family, she denied ever knowing anything about it. But a 10-year research shows quite clearly they do it.
The hunters go out and they breed foxes in certain places.
And move them around the country,
No doubt about it. Get Polly Toynbee on the phone. I'll give her some verbal abuse from me.
Do you know what, Paul? Do you know what I really like? I like a good pudding.
Oh, like rhubarb and custard.
Yes.
Jelly and ice cream.
Yes.
Vanessa Phelps.
Well, I said a good pudding.
That's who I want to get on this show. Stanley Unwin.
I think that he would probably show us up. He would make much more sense than we do.
Good morning, you bold. Sportsman is a bold fiddly old. Mr. Paul Daniels, welcome to Talk Radio. Do I dispute?
I'm obsessed, and I wish my mother would get that right.
And did you like it? Not a lot.
How we laughed. All that plus news headlines every 20 minutes.
Regular travel updates.
Sporting bulletins from the walking pudding himself, Johnny Gould.
Hundreds and hundreds of pounds up for grabs in her own right, and our own poet in residence, Murray Lachlan Young.
Talk Radio Breakfast with Ross and McGiffin.
Tomorrow morning from 7, only on Talk Radio. There's a good argument for listening.
We are controlling transmission. This is Talk Radio.
Hello, I'm Terry Waite, and believe it or not, spending 3 hours locked in a small room with James Whale was surprisingly pleasant. By the way, he had to cheer me up to get me to say that.
Okay, well, Whaley is on the new improved James Whale radio show, coming to you from the studios of Talk Radio, situated in the capital of this nation, from 9 o'clock in the evening to 1 o'clock the following morning. All you have to do is get on the end of your phone, tell a couple of friends to join you for drinks and nibbly bits, and enjoy. Enjoy 4 hours of... And that's as far as I've got. I've written that, and that's it. I've not actually managed to write...
So far.
It was good, though, wasn't it?
It was good, yeah.
Melinda Messenger's in the studio tonight. Not for your sake, but for my sake.
Can I take my top off yet?
No. Did you really say that?
James.
What? I'm sorry, I think
How
you
did
did.
you manage to do that?
I don't know. What's this? Hang on, I'll go through. I haven't gone through the mail today. If you want to mention sometime in the first hour, drop me a line. James Whale, Talk Radio, P.O. Box 1089, London, W1A1PP. If you want a photograph of Melinda Messenger and me together, include a stamped addressed envelope. We'll send you some. Have you got some photographs?
You said you'd keep that quiet.
No, I know, but I want you to. No, I want those.
That was just between you and me.
Hang on. Here. There's a letter here. There's a letter here from a TV company. We would like to open this film with a phone-in that will set up some comments about women drivers. It should be a lively and provocative debate led by one of your male presenters, one in which people can say what they really feel about women drivers. I imagine we could introduce a phone-in with your presenter identifying Talk Radio. That was very nice.
Oh.
Very nice. Wrote in to me and asked me if I could... Well, I got passed on to me. That's very nice of them. Fluff, would you ask them how much they're going to pay me for that, if they would like me to do that? I mean, this is one of your male presenters. I think that's going to probably upset Lorraine and others grossly. I'd like to know what this... it said assistant producer here, scrabbled out assistant. It says producer, Joe Rowe. Fascinating. Okay, well, ask her to come on the programme tomorrow, and I'll ask her what she wants to get out of it. That'll put the cat amongst the pigeons, won't it? Do you know, I'm amazed. I went in to talk to people about something today on television, and to be interviewed on this news programme, and I'm amazed how miserable people who work in television are. Have you ever noticed this?
To be honest, I haven't, no.
You haven't?
No, I've not noticed that yet, but I've not been doing it very long, have I?
No, just, you know, they walk around with long... These are the people behind the scenes. Walk around with long faces, you know, as if it's the most important, most serious job they've got, and, you know, that the whole of creation hangs
on their shoulders, yeah.
Oh, I said, get a life, lighten up. I said,
enjoy yourself.
I said, this young lady who came down to pick me up, I said, what time am I on the show? She said, I'm not sure. I said, what time does it finish? I don't know. I only started yesterday. I said, all right. When are you finishing? The end of the week. Back to the calls. Let's talk to Tony in Bristol. You're on Talk Radio. Hello, Tony.
Hello, James. Look, cars.
What is today, Tony?
What?
What is today?
It's Wednesday.
No,
and it's no car
Tuesday.
day.
It's Tuesday, Tony.
Is it?
Isn't it Tuesday?
I think it is,
It's
actually.
Tuesday, yeah, it's Tuesday.
No, it's not. You're deluded, okay? Listen,
Tuesday.
right? Listen, cars are big. They pollute the atmosphere. They kill people, and they make people unfit. How can that be a good thing?
I think it's a lovely thing, Tony. All hail the great British car. I love cars. I really do adore cars. I love cars second to practically everything else. You know, cars are lovely, Tony. We love cars. And I was so heartened to see that it's National No Car Day today, that the roads were even more congested than normal. You got a car yet? No.
Have I got a car?
Yeah.
I've got a car, yeah.
Good. A big gas guzzler?
It's a little MGF, but I wouldn't be without it.
Wouldn't you?
No.
MGF. I think what that could stand for. Massive, great... Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so, I mean, MGF, massive, great... Oh, God, we could turn around the other way, couldn't we? Have you really?
I have, yes.
Is it parked outside at the moment or not?
No, it's not.
No,
it's at home.
I noticed your boyfriend didn't come. That's all over, is it, then?
Oh, no. He had to take the dogs to the vet, so...
What sort of dogs?
2 little Shih Tzus. You like that, don't you, James?
Yeah, I know. No, I just on the way he said. I think it's wonderful. Michael in Winchester, you're on Talk Radio. Hello.
Hello, James.
Hi.
Hello, Melinda.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, shut up.
Okay, James?
Yes?
It must be a world record.
What, to have 3 on in the first 15 minutes?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Dog people.
Oh, that. You know that call from York?
Yes.
That was me, Chihuahua.
Yeah.
What I wanted to say, really, and I can't be serious now.
Go on.
It was National No Car Day today.
It is.
Now, I was surprised that a lot of people didn't follow the advice of that. And they did say on the news, didn't they, that more people were actually driving their cars and causing pollution than people who should have been riding bicycles or taking public transport.
They did.
It shocks me, James.
It did. No, listen, the car is supreme, all right? If the and I thought the poor old Labour Party, the new Thatcherist party under Tony Blair, I thought that they made a real cock-up here because actually saying that they are going to charge a toll to go into city centres is going to be... Can you imagine the queues as you wait to get into the city paying those tolls?
Oh, it's going to be a nightmare.
James?
Yeah.
Before I go, can I just say something to Melinda, and I would like her to reply with 2 little Shih Tzus. Can I do that, please?
Oh, go on then.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Okay. I've got a German Shepherd.
Have you? I've got 2 little Shih Tzus.
The dog people rule!
I'm very good to you tonight, Michael. I don't know why I'm so good to you. Free call 0500 1053 89. You want to talk about... now, I'll tell you what, let's for the next... what about cars? Let's talk about cars for a little bit. I love cars. I mean, love with the automobile. I want to see more car parks, all right? There are loads of people now turning away from working in city centres, and lots of office blocks are being closed down. A lot of people are turning them into very trendy flats and housing. I want to see more of them turned into car parks.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
Lots of car parks. I want to see lots and lots of car parks. If people are worried about the pollution, concentrate on making electric cars, but I want to see more homage paid to the motor car. I want to see people saying, I love motor cars. Free call 0500 1053 89. Who am I? 10:30's, well, we'll tell you about 10:20 tonight. I've got £800 to give away tonight.
Have you really?
That's more than you get for taking your top off.
Well, not quite. Don't earn that much money, James, please.
Anyway, so I've got more than Melinda Messenger gets for... Anyway, at... around about 10:20, I'll give you the new clues. If you can guess the identity of the celebrity, you could be on your way to win £800 in Who Am I?
Right, come on, who's going to give me 20 quid for this lovely bone China dinner service? In fact, I won't ask you for 20, I won't even ask you for 10. Who'll give me a fiver? Now, put your money away, missus. You can have it for nothing. No, I won't just give it to you for nothing. I'll give you a tenner. Give the lady a tenner, Ron. No. Don't just give her a tenner. Give her a 20.
He must be a Wednesday jackpot winner.
Now, Ron, go on, make it 50. No.
This Wednesday, with a guaranteed jackpot of £5 million, it could be you. The National Lottery. Players must be 16 or over.
If you're a higher rate taxpayer who's worried that 40% tax relief on pensions is about to go the way of a 50p pint of beer, Eagle Star may have some great news for you. Until the end of July, Eagle Star Direct is offering a special deal on single premium pension contributions of £5,000 or more. Our best deal of a rock-bottom 0.5% annual management charge is available for contributions of £12,500 or more. No other charges will apply. Call Eagle Star on 0800 776666 for guaranteed advice on this special offer and for full details of our award-winning pension plan and its unique 2-year full satisfaction guarantee. We're open to help you directly by telephone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't wait until it's too late. Call now on 0800 776666. Eagle Star Life is regulated by the Personal Investment Authority. For your protection, your call may be recorded. Advice is based on our understanding of current law and inland revenue practice, both of which may change in the future.
Welcome to Radio Report. Very exciting. Figures now show that before 3 p.m., the radio audience is substantially bigger than that for television. Put another way, if I represent the TV audience and I sit on this seesaw, and the radio audience is represented by this African elephant, Jeremy, suspended quite safely from this crane, let's see what happens when the elephant is lowered onto the other end of the seesaw. So, before 3 p.m., the radio audience outweighs the TV audience. I'll be back later with a report on hospital radio.
Radio, the medium that's now large. This is Talk Radio, the conversation of the nation.
There's no gristle in it, there's no bones in it, but I've stopped eating that now. I'm James Whale. This is Talk Radio. Melinda Messenger's got 2 lovely
Shih Tzus.
And she's with me tonight. Free call 0500 1053 89. And how about this? Okay. Should Blair dump the dome? I certainly think he should. There's, 100, 200 million pounds worth of your money and my money that they want to spend. They don't want to spend it. There's all these fat cats who want to make loads of money out of the Millennium Dome. And loads of Millennium projects up and down this great nation of ours are being cancelled just because they want to put a big one in London. It's a waste of money. Listen, we're going to get to the year 2000 or 2 million or whatever you call it. And let's just thank our lucky stars we made it. Let's not start putting up these huge things, because it's just sort of, I'm a great one for not sort of attracting any sort of desire. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's sort of, I think people are expecting strange things to happen, aren't they?
Exactly.
I think we're going to, like you say, we're going to be very lucky to actually, get through it, I think, yeah.
I don't think we want to mess around with fate. We don't need a dome.
No,
what do we need a dome for? What a waste of money. What a waste of money. A real waste of money. Bob wants me to say hello to all his friends who listen to the new improved longer whale, so hi to Bob, and he wants a quick, thank you. Right, shall we get back to the calls?
Good idea.
Okay, let's get back to the calls. Let's talk to Jeff in Plymouth. You're on Talk Radio, Jeff. Hello.
All right, James.
Hi, Jeff.
How you doing? I want to talk about Camilla, Parker Bowles.
Don't you use that sort of language to me. Go on, then.
I think it's disgusting.
What?
That she could crash into somebody like that, get up and walk away and get away with it.
Were you there?
No, but I wish I would have.
How do you know she crashed into somebody and somebody didn't crash into her? Have you ever had a car accident yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Whose fault was it? Yes, I thought it was, you see. And what are you complaining about?
Well, she gets away with it. If it was me, I would have been prosecuted by her.
Yeah, you should have been prosecuted just for sounding like a thick, ignorant what's-it.
All right, then.
Shouldn't you?
Just one more...
Don't give in so easily. You always give in that easily.
Fine or yours, Jim?
Well, I don't care. What sort of girls do you like? Nice girls or Spice Girls?
All of them.
Oh, so you don't get...
You're not fussy, then.
Yeah, I'm not fussy.
You're the sort of bloke that women steer well clear of.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you find when you go out and talk to them, they sort of turn their backs and walk off and say, oh, I'm with somebody else?
No, they do that to my brother.
Do they do that to your brother as well?
Yeah.
Oh, that must be terribly embarrassing, yeah.
Well, just before I go, can I say one more thing?
Go on, then.
Can we have a National Non-Cycle Day?
A National Nuns Cycling Day?
Yeah.
Why would you... What do you call a nun with a washing machine on her head?
Oh, you know what I mean, the cyclists.
Oh, cyclists!
Yeah.
No cycling day.
That's right.
I think we should... listen, I think all cyclist wheels should be confiscated.
That's right, I keep running them over accidentally, you see.
Well, I wouldn't do that. That's illegal, and you could get, if you're going to fight...
I'll make sure I hit the back wheel, that's all.
No, you don't even do that.
Well,
You're a prat if you do that. No, I can't speak to people like that. I'm sorry, Jeff, get out of it.
I want to know, so what do you call a nun with a washing machine on her head?
Systematic. I told that last night. It's the only joke I can remember. It's the only joke I'm able to remember. I really can't. I can't remember any other jokes for that one. Oh, no, listen, I've got an invitation here. Got an invitation for... we're delighted to invite you to a champagne press breakfast at 9:15 on Monday, the 23rd of June, at Gordon's Bar in Selfridges in London. We know. I mean, yeah, I do a program that goes on to 1 o'clock in the morning. Why would I want to get up at 9:15?
Maybe you could just sort of stay up all night and go straight on there afterwards or something.
I do wish these PR companies had stopped sending me rubbishy stuff like this.
So you want a party that starts at 2 o'clock in the morning, really,
I don't want to. Listen, first of all, I don't want TV companies... actually, I don't mind this one, right, because if they want to pay me lots of money, I'll do this. I want to get this Jo Rowe, the producer, on here. I want to talk to her about what she thinks of women drivers. Because she's going to do this documentary, which she says here is going to be provocative and light-hearted.
Oh, right.
I want to find out what she wants to know. And then maybe I'll get a part in it for you as well.
Oh, that would be good.
Okay. So we'll see that. Fluff, okay, you get onto that. She'll never speak to you again, but I think we'll talk to that. So here we are. Hom. Oh, the Ho One Brief by Hom.
Oh, right.
That's the launch of it. Do you want to go to this?
When is it?
9:15 next Monday.
Oh, no, I think that's a bit early, really, isn't it?
Who's going to go to something to see guys in their underwear at 9:15?
Actually, I think I'm free. So
are you really?
yeah, maybe I could...
Yeah, have it. You can have it.
Cheers,
That's yours, okay. I was going to give it away, but there we are. Right, James in Surrey, you're on Talk Radio. Hello.
Personally, I like the Spice Girls, and I love that Melinda.
Do you? Fine, thank you very much indeed. What sort of bill do you have for the cleaners, by the way?
Hello?
Yes, what sort of bill do you get at the cleaners?
I don't go to...
You don't get your Mac cleaned? I'm surprised at that. I think you should. Raymond in Lancashire, you're on Talk Radio. Hello.
Maybe he's got a nice wipe down, Mac.
Yeah, yes.
Hello, yes.
Oh, dear. Yes, Raymond, hi.
Right, I think the motor car is something that goes from A to B and B back to A again.
Did you understand that, Melinda?
I'm sort of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you do that slowly for Melinda?
Yeah, if you
right,
mind.
Melinda,
She's a model.
what I mean is...
and you're a radio presenter.
A car is really just something that's going to get you from A to B and B back to A again.
That's very true. Yeah.
And basically, that is it.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
And what I think is, really, people should do a bit more for the environment, you know, to try and sort of, like, say, exhaust fumes and everything like that.
Are you a car driver or a bicyclist?
Well, I am actually a car driver, funny enough.
Yeah, that's true.
I was I'm self-employed, but when I'm in traffic, the amount of fumes that are coming out of people's cars when you're at like lights or anything like that,
But cycling's fine, isn't it? It's a really good idea in principle, but what happens if you're like me? I live in Swindon and I work in London. I can't cycle all the way to London.
No, exactly. But, yeah.
What do I do then?
That was very serious.
Well, I suppose in your mind, you could probably get the train, which is probably a bit more environmental friendly, something like that.
Well, that's true, yes, but you do have a point there. But that's quite expensive, though, isn't it?
Well, I suppose in your and my case, and in the adults, I suppose it does get quite expensive. I mean, you could, if you was a person that's under a certain age, they have like young person's rail cards and things like that. But in your mind, you have to have something like an apex.
The OAP's rail card, is that what you're trying to say?
That's right, yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'll get myself a bus pass.
By the way, it must take you quite a long time to get from Swindon to London to, to work.
It does, actually, yes, it does. Well, it's not too bad, only about an hour.
By the way, what football team do you support, Melinda?
Well, obviously, I have to support Swindon.
Well, sorry about that.
That's quite all right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I was enjoying that. Well, we finished up.
Was that?
Yeah, I thought it was exciting. One of the more exciting calls we've had.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, okay.
The name of this radio station is Talk Radio. Write it down.
Okay, should Clinton apologize to the blacks over slavery more than 130 years after the end of the American Civil War? Oh, by the way, how is Naomi Campbell? Have you heard?
I haven't, no. I've read the papers.
Is she all right?
Well, apparently so.
Thought I'd throw that in. More than 130 years after the end of the American Civil War, the president has suggested he may apologize to the blacks on behalf of the nation. Linda, how are you?
Hi.
Seems to me like I've been along this road before. He's just copying what you started, isn't he, Linda?
Well, actually, when the Civil War ended and slavery was ended, one of the things the American state did was promise every slave 40 acres and a mule. And as far as I know, it ain't been paid. So we're talking about 130 years of interest on 40 acres and a mule. What would that be worth in today's values?
Gosh, millions, multi-millions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Multi-millions.
Every person. And, if you think about how much is our labour worth, if you labour in the fields for, at least 18 hours a day, because all the records show that slaves will work that kind of level, how much should people be compensated per hour? Per year?
I don't think they're ever going to get it back, Linda, do you?
You're right.
I don't think they're going to get it.
At least an apology.
Yeah. Did I not? I introduced you before. I'll introduce Linda. Linda Bellos, of course, is the former Lambeth Council leader who used to upset everybody. And
no, not everybody.
Most people.
Just the Tories.
Every Tory. We don't have any Tories anymore. And
you're right.
Member of the Africa Reparations Movement, and we talked to Linda and Bernie Grant a few months ago about this when Bernie Grant and you had this similar idea.
Yeah.
And so old Clinton over there is just nicking it off you.
No, it's actually part of a long movement. I mean, the issues have been... We didn't just discover them. We're part of something that's saying that, let's be realistic here. People are investigating what's happening in Swiss bank accounts with what happened to Jewish money that was held and exploited by Swiss banks and the Nazis. And rightly, 50 years after the end of the war, people who were exploited are saying we want our money. Now they're entitled to say it 50 years later. Why aren't African people who were similarly exploited entitled to say something bad happened? You should apologise.
Can the white nations of this world ever really make amends for what they did when they discovered people who didn't look like them, blacks, that they thought, my golly, and they weren't as advanced at the time? Okay, they were advanced differently. That's a better way of putting it, isn't it?
Yeah. It's going to cost them nothing, though, is it? It's going to cost them absolutely nothing, and it's going to mean a hell of a lot.
Well, an apology is a start, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
But if they apologise, Linda, where is it going to end? I mean,
who knows? Who knows where anything will end?
Supposing they want their 40 acres and $150.
Who are
the black Americans who are entitled to it.
African Americans.
African Americans.
Yeah. Some African Americans are demanding, have been for a long time demanding, that the labour that was put in by African Americans in building and creating the wealth that is the United States of America, there should be some recompense, and they're right.
Is it un-PC to say black Americans now, white Americans? Is it the African Americans?
I suppose what I'm saying is that we don't define people only by the colour of their skin.
Good, I'm glad about that, because I got fed up with being called pink blotchy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, of course, you know how oppressive it is to you. It stops you getting jobs.
It does. It does. If you're in the queue with a black guy, he always gets the job.
Yeah, James, you got the radio station. What am I doing? Calling on the end of a line. So you got the job. I didn't.
Oh, Linda! I'm going to be in tears in a few minutes. Invite Linda in.
I'm playing my violin now.
Get Linda in one night. She can come in and sit here. As long as you wear the same clothes Melinda Messenger's got on at the moment, I won't be at all upset about it. Do you think that if Bill Clinton apologizes to the African-American people that'll be left there, I can see a huge outcry because from other people who feel they have a bit of an axe to grind. Remember, America is made up, isn't it, of nations from other parts of the world.
Absolutely. And, you know, one of the things that African Americans have done is stand in solidarity with the Native Americans who are saying, look, this was our land before all these Europeans and other people colonized it. And so we don't have to have a competition. You know, you can have two rights as well as two wrongs. One doesn't have to be opposed against the other.
Beautifully put. Thank you for talking to us tonight. Thanks a lot.
My pleasure.
Bye-bye. Bye. Linda Bellos, the former Lambeth Council leader, a member of the Africa Reparations Movement. That'll upset a few of you, won't it? So is it time we apologize to the black peoples of this world for taking them out of their homelands and moving them throughout this nation? Shouldn't we be getting down on our hands and knees and begging forgiveness for the sorts of things we've done?
I think it is about time, isn't it? I think it's a long overdue.
What sort of dogs have you got?
Shih Tzus.
We are exploring new territory. We're breaking new ground, ploughing new furrows. When we prize open our back door to Westminster this week, we're going to liberate a couple of MPs from the same party. But for how much longer? There's some serious talk of the Conservative Party being split wide open after this leadership election. So where do our guest MPs stand? Where do you stand? I'm Scott Chisholm. Join us from 9 tomorrow morning when we prize open our back door to Westminster. And don't forget the big issue and your shout, only on Talk Radio. There's a good argument for listening.
This is the human voice in its purest form. This is the human voice with all its rich variety. And this is the human voice, just being the human voice. Soothing, isn't it? You're listening to Inspiration, a special collection celebrating the glory of the human voice. From Gregorian chant to choral opera, restful, uplifting, inspiring. This magical collection is the perfect escape from the stresses and strains of everyday life and can be yours simply by calling 0800 700 600. With over 4 hours of beautiful, timeless music, Inspiration is available on 4 CDs or 4 cassettes for just £29.99. Free delivery in 21 days. So if you'd like the ultimate in musical relaxation, call 0800 700 600 and ask for Inspiration, the glory of the human voice. 0800 700 600.
This is Talk Radio.
Here over field, double carpet the rag. He's got no chance. Odds on James Wales, sure to win. Lay this horse. Get him. Back him. Lay him. What are you going to do? Odds on James Wales wins the races.
Kirsty, who wrote to me from Peterborough, said, James, I love your horn. And please, we finished our A-levels, or we finished our whatever, and we're going to relax for a bit. Please, could I have the sound of your horn for all my friends in Peterborough? They know Kirsty in Peterborough, so that's for you.
Musically talented as well?
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want to play with this?
Oh, thank you.
You're gone. Have a go on. What do you think of my horn?
I think it's pretty impressive.
It is. Free call 0500 1050 389. The lines are open now. Melinda Messenger is with me tonight because, well, let's face it, you know, Princess Diana calls in here when the hospitals are closed. Melinda comes in here when...
just hanging around with nothing else much to do, really.
Exactly. I wish you could have dressed when you came in. What have you...
What's wrong with this dressing gown?
What have you got in your bag?
What have I got in my bag? I've hidden it well away from you, in case you...
right.
decided to go delving down into it.
She came in with this huge bag of goodies. I said, was that a present for me? And she said no.
No, unfortunately.
Why not?
Well, I mean, you're welcome to have a look through there. There's some very interesting underwear samples in there that you'd be welcome to, James.
Leave it, Ash. Leave it, Ash. Leave
What
it.
are you doing wearing that?
After 10 o'clock. Ahmed in Liverpool, you're on Talk Radio. Ahmed, hi.
Hello, James.
Hi.
I just wanted to talk about, some people regard, cess or bush or cannabis, right, as a soft drug. And I think it's not a soft drug. I think it should be classed as, the same as cocaine and heroin and things like that. Because it seems to affect people, they seem to, smoke it constantly every day. And I just wanted to know your view on it.
Mm.
Have you stumped you there, James?
Yeah, no, I agree with everything, everything you say. Everything you say.
You finished with that?
Yeah, have it.
Cheers.
I agree with everything you say. I actually don't like... Thank you, Ash.
Are you taking the piss, James?
No, I wouldn't do... Would I do... Ahmed, that's not very nice. Would I do that? You know how I feel about smoking. I feel that people who are addicted to any kind of cigarette should be given hospital treatment.
Well,
you know how I feel.
Well, you tend to... people say, they should legalise cannabis or something.
Should they?
Well, that's what some people say, anyway.
You want a serious quote about this is, if we were decriminalise all drugs, not just cannabis, all drugs, take it out of the realms of criminality, and then you would find that the police may be able to deal with it far more easily. You wouldn't get the nasty pieces of work who are there involved in pushing hard drugs to kids on the street. They wouldn't be going after the poor so-and-sos who are addicted to it. They'd be going after the other end of it, and they'd have a lot more time. So maybe, just maybe, it would be perhaps better to do it that way, and quite a lot of chief police officers agree with that.
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh, gosh. Barbara Worthing, you're on Talk Radio. Hi. Hello, Barbara. Barbara's gone. Keith in Manchester.
Hi, James.
Hi.
I'd appreciate you didn't shoot away again like you usually do when
I beg your pardon, Keith.
On air.
What do I usually do when you come on air, Keith?
Can you give me 60 seconds?
I don't know about that. I'm considering, Fluff, where is that John Major you got sitting beside you there? Is that beside? Looks like John Major. Is it? Got John Major. Got Paul Simon on the programme later as well. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
What sort of dog have you got?
Shih Tzus.
Exactly. Why do you think that I don't like you, Keith?
Well, you remember the other evening when I dared to suggest that beautiful women should be appreciated rather than lusting after.
Did I get upset
I can't
about
imagine you saying something.
You cut me off and said it was rubbish.
Really?
I think it's very hypocritical that you should have now such a beautiful woman.
Well, Keith, you didn't say hello to me when you came on, did you?
Oh, yeah, Melinda.
Oh, yeah.
This guy was so chauvinistic the other night. He now appreciates having a beautiful woman, an intelligent woman next to him. You should have heard his chauvinism the other night.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't believe that, because he's very much a gentleman, isn't he? So I can't believe that for a minute.
Well, he works the media. He doesn't like the truth. I think you're a very intelligent...
He's doing something very strange to my feet as we speak.
Listen, I'm honoured that he allowed me to actually talk to a beautiful woman instead
Well, I'm honoured to talk to you too, Keith.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. No problem. Something very strange down there. Come on.
Great feet. You've got great feet,
thank
Melinda.
you.
Great feet.
They haven't been washed for a while. That's very brave of you.
Yeah.
Where's that air freshener?
What a professional. I can't believe it. What a professional. You didn't even blink.
Actually, I quite like my feet being tickled. So
do you?
Bad move, yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, what's a shame.
Never mind.
Okay, listen, we've got a new competition. If you'd like to tickle Melinda Messenger's feet for 5 minutes live on the programme, all you have to do is drop me a line saying, perhaps you're not. Okay. Okay, Lucy in South Wales, you're on Talk Radio. Hello.
Hello, what's happening?
What's happening, Lucy?
Hi, not so bad. I was just phoning up about the Linda that was on the line, was on the air not so long ago.
Yes.
I don't believe that we should apologise to the blacks for the slavery that went on, for the simple reason that was decades ago. I mean, who cares? That's history. We've gone on with life. does it really matter? No. And the other thing is, I'd like to make a comment to that guy who just called from Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe we should legalise cannabis. I believe we should all be happy and stoned.
Really?
Yes,
Hasn't done a lot for you, dear, has it? No. Okay. Free call 0500 1053 89. Lucy in South Wales doesn't think we should make reparations to the black peoples of the world because it was too far gone and too long ago.
And she also thinks everybody should be stoned. So
Yeah, well,
maybe
you
there's a
know.
correlation there.
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, there's a possibility, of course. David in Worcester, you're on Talk Radio. Hello, David.
Good evening, James. Good evening, Melinda. How are you?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Excellent. I'm personally, I don't think they should be sweeping it under the carpet. The thing about the blacks. First of all, stare it in the face and just deal with it. But that's another thing. I'm calling about fox hunting, basically, because I live in Worcester, which is Mike Foster's constituency. And basically, I'm sick to death of hearing all these hooray butchers that you call huntsmen.
He was upset with me last night, you know that, but he hasn't got the. He'll come back on the programme, you know. He won't ignore. Poor old Michael Foster wants to ban fox hunting like we all do. All serious, sensible people, you know, realise that people who go out chasing animals for fun, they go out, pulling them apart, are in need of medical help.
It is the most sensible thing that I've heard for a long time.
And he goes out fishing.
Well, yeah, I mean, but, there's arguments for and there's arguments for against fishing, but, I mean, fox hunting and badger baiting, that sort of thing, they call this sport.
Well, badger baiting is, of course, illegal.
Well, yeah, I know, but still go out and it's just to prove it, it's legal.
I really don't understand how anybody can justify fox hunting on any level whatsoever.
Hang on, then. Get Polly Toynbee. She can. Get her on the air. Ring her at the BBC now. Let's ask her.
Reasonably justify it. I mean, it's just barbaric.
They can't.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to cut down on the numbers, then do it humanely.
David,
you don't go out and tear an
it
animal
is
to
barbaric.
bits.
I mean, I live in Worcester, and they're saying that Mike Foster is just doing it as a cheap publicity stunt. You know, he wants to go down in history as the man that banned fox hunting. That's rot. I mean, he spent a month solidly speaking to hundreds and hundreds of people in Worcester about what they wanted him to introduce to the bill. And overwhelmingly, everyone in Worcester said fox hunting. I mean, someone that can actually take the time out to ask what the people want, I mean, he deserves a lot more respect than he's getting.
Hey, did he tell you to phone me tonight after his abysmal show last night? Is that what it was? Did he tell you to phone me up and say that?
No, he didn't, no.
All right, okay, David, thank you. Dorian in Bristol, you're on Talk Radio. Hello. Dorian is not there. Peter in Devon, you're on Talk Radio. Hello.
Hello, James. Hello, Melinda.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, go on, talk to Melinda. That's what you want. You don't want to talk to me, do you?
Yeah, go on, Pete.
Well, not really.
No, I didn't think so.
I'd like to talk about the general safety of cars, since it's no car day today.
National No Car Today, and I was so heartened to see that more people than ever took their cars into the centre of towns all over this country, because what we want is car power.
Car power.
Car power.
Yeah,
I'm fed up to the back teeth with these namby-pamby people who want rid of the car.
Hey, James.
Yes?
I don't think that's very fair. I'd like to talk to you about why I want to get rid of the cars.
I don't normally put up with anybody who wants to get rid of the car, but go on, I'm feeling, reasonably...
Well, what happened to me was, I was driving along in the car with my Yorkshire Terrier, and because it didn't have a third airbag...
Oh, no, don't tell me. Oh, dear, yeah. These are the dog people. We have people, there are students around this country who have got this little thing that if they can get on the Wales show and mention the breed of a dog, then they all phone each other afterwards and go, hee, 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 hee. Melinda Messenger's here tonight. What sort of dogs have you got?
I've got 2 Shih Tzus.
Absolutely. And there's no argument there, is there? Well, wasn't that funny? Catherine in High Wycombe, you're on Talk Radio. Hello.
Hello. Yes, your debate on cars.
Love them.
Love them, yeah. I'm just ringing up basically. I'm fed up with all these programmes. They're always, whenever they're debating cars, it's always basically people driving to work. And I would just like to point out on behalf of all the carers, some of us are actually using our cars to help people to get up in the middle of the night to drive. I mean, I had a young baby. My dad was ill with cancer. I live in High Wycombe, and I need to get to Swindon in the middle of the night. I mean, at the end of the day, you're not going to get a pram, a travel cot, and all the rest of it. I'd have to get a bus into Wycombe, another train, and into Swindon, and then another bus to Chiseldon. I mean, you just wouldn't do it.
I'm going to be in tears in a few moments.
In tears? It just winds me up so much.
Listen, you have got to... But leave that alone. You have got to join my campaign.
I would love to see...
More car power.
Car power?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I do agree that people should be encouraged to walk. I mean, my husband's in the Air Force and he cycles to work.
Yeah, but
and
I mean...
use the car 2 or 3 times a
week. Is he a pilot or not?
No, he flies desks.
He
But
flies
what I
desks.
mean is it just
He needs to
annoys me
cycle.
so much. I mean, who is going to go and get grandmother off the floor when she's fallen out of bed in the middle of the night?
Exactly.
Yeah?
Hang on. Where is she? In Swindon?
Who's that?
Your
Well, I can go and do
my
that for you,
parents-
actually.
Oh, actually, Melinda. Do you know Chiselden, Melinda?
I know Chiselden very well.
You know Chiselden? Well, that's
Yeah,
where
I
my
do.
dad used to live. He sort of died of cancer. And basically, that's my point. If you get a call at 2 o'clock in the morning from a Macmillan nurse, you
Yeah.
get in your car and you drive there.
No, you don't have to
You
listen,
give me
Melinda.
a call,
Yeah.
and I'll pop round.
Melinda lives
I'm
there.
just round the corner, 10 minutes away.
What, near Chiselden?
Yeah, in 10 minutes from Chiselden.
Oh, right.
I know it very well, so
You know
give me
it
a
very
call.
Well, I'd like to say thanks to everyone at Princess Margaret Hospital because they're brilliant.
Oh,
but,
yeah. I was born there, actually.
You
so
were.
There we go. Yes, I was.
But
Thank you.
basically, yeah, that was just my point. I'm fed up, basically, with the car getting the rundown all the time.
All right, Catherine, thank you very much indeed. We love you. We love the car. How's your mum?
My mum?
Are you speaking to her yet? or
Not yet,
Oh, right, okay,
unfortunately.
fine. No, I was just thinking of you being born, you see.
Being born?
Yeah, you were born in, you said, born in that hospital.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah.
Mothers have a lot to do with that, don't they?
Yeah, I haven't spoken to my mother for a few. I should give her a call, actually. If I give you my mother's number, do you want to give her a ring late? Well, maybe I'll call her up and say, how are you?
Yeah, I think you should.
If you call your mother. I'll ring my mother if you'll call your
is
mother.
that the time? It's the cars, anyway. I've got one.
I'll bet. We did the car before, didn't we? We asked what sort of car she had
We
before.
yeah.
Hang on, Ash, why are you asking me that question? It's an MGB.
No, it's not. It's an MGF.
Oh, it's an MGF.
No, but we're trying to think what MGF stood for, didn't we?
Yeah. Massive, ginormous, Melinda's great, MGF. What could that be?
MGF.
Never mind. Sure. Yes, I can't just think of anything with F. Anyway, Anthony in Birmingham, you're on Talk Radio. Hello.
Hi, James.
Hi.
You all right?
You didn't say hello to me, there, did you? Hello.
Hello.
Does she frighten you, Anthony, or not?
I forgot her name.
Melinda Messenger.
Melinda. Hi. You all right?
Hold your hand out, Anthony. Don't do it again.
Yeah, about this race, well...
I knew I'd get a call from my friend Anthony here. Anthony, of course, was on the show a few weeks ago because he rang in and we were talking... What were we talking about? I can't remember what we were talking about.
Racism.
Racism again, and Anthony came on and put us all straight, so we brought him down from Birmingham and he upset so many people.
Well, that's how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, as I was saying, about this apology thing. Yeah, that girl earlier on, she can say that because it doesn't apply to her. She can say anything. Mentioning about...
The Welsh girl.
Who cares? Well, how can she come off with something like that? Who cares? Black people in this country care. You know what I mean? The respiration of Africa, for a start. The psychologically messed up black people in our world today because of slavery, right?
Hey, listen, hang on, Anthony.
Only apologies.
Hang on, Anthony. Listen, I'll apologise to you on behalf of the British white nation, all right? Yeah. For all the problems that were carried out during the time of slavery, for all the awful, for the atrocities and the problems heaped on the black peoples of this world by the white peoples of this nation.
And I mean, it's not just even the Americas or America, the West Indies as well, because it was under British rule.
It's Portuguese.
Portuguese and the Spanish and the
Spanish and French.
Yeah.
The British, the white Americans,
plantations was in
South
the West
Americans,
Indies as well.
All these white and off-white peoples of the world that continually tried to take the black people and domesticate them. That's what they tried to domesticate them as
and there was only two words a black man could say in them days, was master and sir. So it stopped us from reading books.
I've been trying to get women to talk to me like that.
Keeping us illiterate for all them hundreds of years. Of course, we should get an apology. And all these people who are listening, right, who's going to ring up now and don't like what I say, right? Well, that's how it goes. Because at the end of the day, right, they're not black and they're not living in...
So listen, okay.
Pardon?
I've taken off your chains. I've taken you out of the fields.
Yeah.
I have washed your feet, figuratively speaking, and apologised. Do you feel any better?
We have peace of mind.
You have peace of mind.
That's what a lot of people don't understand. Black people, we are very spiritual people. You know what I mean? Because we've been through a lot, right? And we will have a peace of mind, and it's a start. So all these people and that woman the girl who rung up and that, who cares, right? She can say that because at the end of the day, it doesn't apply to her. If she don't want to apologize, that's her problem. You know what I mean?
All right. Thank you, Anthony.
Serious.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye. He keeps on upsetting everybody. Cameron in St Andrews, but I agree with every word he said. Cameron in St Andrews, you're on Talk Radio. Hello.
God, James, he's a bit of an idiot, wasn't he?
No, he's a very good guy, actually. Very good guy, dog guy.
Bless you. I mean, he keeps going, do you know what I mean, man? And
Dog man.
No, James.
You're a dog man.
German Shepherd.
Yeah, see. Got you. We got one that time. We got one. Do you know, they
Strange people out there, aren't there?
So we have a whole team, 50 telephonists out there, all getting, every time one gets through their defences, you see, they go mad. But I like that, to prove to the fact to everybody, you know, if you go to these other rubbishy radio stations, you get a team of 15 people saying yes. At what point would you like to make?
Yeah.
I get onto the BBC regularly. I use different voices, different names. You just have to play the game. There is freedom of speech. All you have to say is, yes, I'd like to, and you can get on.
Yeah.
You can get on. 3 call 0500 1053 89. Not at the moment, because all the dog people are... No, they're not really there. We've got Ivan in Belfast, Edward in Sussex, Fred in Manchester, Jane in Torquay, Mark in London, Dan in South Wales, John on Merseyside, and you, if you want to give me a ring. Melinda Messenger's still here. She's not going yet.
Not yet.
Because she's got her dogs, haven't you?
I certainly have.
Lovely dogs.
And a cat, too.
And what's a cat?
We can't just keep leaving Brandy.
No.
No, she's a mog, so...
Yeah, she's a mog.
Yeah.
Not like the dogs.
Not like the dogs, which are Shih Tzus.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes,
By name and by nature.
Yes, yeah, I think I'll clean that up before we come back after the news. After the news, we've got as well Who Am I, where you may win £800.
£800.
Which is nearly as much as Melinda gets for taking her top off. So come back and join us after the news. This is what happened last time we played Who Am I?
My father was an accountant and my mother was a beauty queen. I went to school in Long Island, New York. Who am I?
Play again tonight at 10:20 with me, James Whale, and you could win £800. It's Who Am I? Only on Talk Radio. There's a good argument for listening.
Hey, you're starting to get a bit thin on top.
Family tradition, Dad. That's why I'm using Regain, for hair loss.
Do you really think you can grow new hair with that?
Maybe not, but it could help me hold on to what I've got. In fact, in a survey, 4 out of 5 men noticed the difference.
Oh, so what are my chances?
I think you've missed the boat, Dad. But the odds are definitely good for me.
So much for family tradition.
Regain is the only product clinically proven to restrict common hereditary hair loss. Regain contains minoxidil and requires continual use. Always read the label. For more information, call 0345 004 500.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Can we come in, please?
Oh, all right, here you go. And you, and you. So, you wearing jeans?
Yeah.
Oh, go on, no one will notice. It's very dark, isn't it? Yeah, and you twisted my arm. Hold on. Are those trainers, mate?
Yeah.
Well, I must say they look lovely on you.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Go on, in you go.
He must be a Wednesday jackpot winner.
Have a drink on these. Have a glass of champagne. No, have a bottle.
This Wednesday, with a guaranteed jackpot of £5 million, it could be you. The National Lottery. Players must be 16 or over.
Across the UK on 10:53 and 10:89 a.m. This is Talk Radio.
It's 10 o'clock. I'm Nikki Harvey. The battle for the Tory leadership is going to a third round. Ken Clarke and William Hague will go head-to-head in a ballot on Thursday. Tom Redwood came last today and is now eliminated from the contest. The fight's now on to win his 38 votes. Mr Clarke is sure by the end of the week he'll be the new Tory leader.
So far, I have got a 100% record of coming top in the ballot of every test of opinion that's been taken in the Conservative Party. I'm extremely grateful to everybody who's voted for me, and I'm glad we're now in the final furlong, but I think we're obviously going to win.
Police in Northern Ireland are questioning a man about the IRA murders of 2 of their colleagues at Lurgan in County Armagh. He was arrested during a series of house-to-house searches close to where the men were shot yesterday. A woman's been jailed for 6 years for killing her 4-year-old son by poisoning him with salt. Oxford Crown Court heard how Caroline Lloyd, who suffers from Munchausen syndrome by proxy, put the salt in his drinks, causing his brain to swell. The Princess of Wales has taken her campaign for a worldwide ban on landmines to the United States. She's joining forces with the head of the Red Cross there, Elizabeth Dole, wife of the former presidential candidate. Speaking in Washington, Diana said making the weapons illegal isn't enough.
Helping mine victims themselves is equally important, particularly as the 110 million mines currently laid worldwide will kill and maim for many years to come.
Thames Water is warning that unless there's some heavy rain soon, there'll be water restrictions later this summer. It comes as the firm, which has the highest leakage rate of all the privatised companies, announced a rise in profits. Computer giant Microsoft is setting up a major new plant in Cambridge. It's building a £50 million research centre with close links to the university. Greg Rosetsky has been given a tough draw for his opening match of Wimbledon. He'll play Queen's Club winner Mark Philippoussis. Tim Henman, though, has got it easier, taking on little-known Canadian Daniel Nestor. Independent Radio News.
This is Talk Radio. There's a good argument for listening.
Talk Radio satellite weather tonight is going to be okay. Temperature's going to fall no lower than 6 Celsius, 43 Fahrenheit. Wind will be very light in most areas. The outlook for tomorrow, rain spreading from the west, breezy at times.
Talk to James Whale.
Good evening, world. If you just joined me, the Whale Show starts at 9 o'clock. You have missed the first hour of the show. Whip out, Ash. I don't want any more of this wimping out. We start at 9. I want you to be there. For those of you who were there, very good evening. A very good evening. Welcome back. And Whale is on the wireless tonight. Melinda Messenger is here with us. Melinda has got 2 lovely dogs, and they are?
They are Shih Tzus.
Absolutely. And I don't know why I like that, but I like
like
it.
That, don't you?
I just like the way you say it. I like the way you say it. And we're going to talk about her girdle later as well. So Melinda Messenger is here.
Left it at home.
She's left it at home, which is a problem. That's why your trousers are banging out.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
trousers are
frightening.
banging out.
It's frightening.
Free call 0500 1053 89. And some of the things we've been talking about tonight are all kinds of dogs. National Car Day, National No Car Day. I am a great, as you know, I am a great supporter of the motor car. The motor car, in my mind, is second only to the female form.
So what car do you drive then?
I drive a top-of-the-range Lamborghini with wire wheels.
Otherwise known as a mini
and a spoiler. And a big spoiler on the back.
Ah, right.
I drive one of those. And it is lovely. Thank you very much. Hang on just a minute. So if you want to talk about why everybody stuck 2 fingers up to National No Car Day today and decided to take their cars into town, we can hear from you. Should Clinton apologise to the blacks over slavery we've been talking about? Should Blair dump the dome? Of course he should dump the dome. What a waste of money. A few fat cats going to make a killing out of it. You and I are going to get stuck in traffic trying to go to it. It is a waste of total space. We don't want it. More than 70% of company car drivers have experienced road rage, according to a Maury poll. And I happen to say, so what? Is that so what?
Yeah,
Who gives a... Yeah. And I think, by the way, I'm told I've got Paul Simon on the show a little later. Little Paul Simon, you just give a flavour of Paul Simon here. Excellent, that's it. Okay, there's a little Paul Simon going to be here later. I prefer Mother and Child Reunion, actually. You got that? Mother and Child Reunion, I think, is good. And we have a new friend joining us in the studio. Robert Hamer is here. Robert, how are you?
I'm well, thank you, James.
Okay, Robert, don't worry about it, Robert. Robert is relaxed. He's Welsh, and we're not going to hold that against him.
I'm not stupid either.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Good, that's thank goodness for that. Where'd you come from in Wales, Robert?
A place called Tredegar, land of Neil Kinnock.
Tredegar, yes. My mother comes from Porthcawl.
Oh, lovely.
See?
And my boyfriend's from Swansea.
Yeah.
So there we go.
It's nice.
So there we are.
Lovely.
Shall we dedicate this next half hour to the Welsh?
No.
Why not?
No? Dan in South Wales, you're on Talk Radio. Hi, Dan.
All right, James, how's it going?
Fine.
I'd just like to apologise to everyone on behalf of the population of South Wales for that woman. We're not all like that, I swear.
What part of South Wales?
I'm from Llangibby, a little village near Newport.
Do you know that, Robert?
I do.
Yes?
I do. I played rugby there.
Really?
Yes.
Well, everybody's played rugby everywhere.
Robert is the chairman of FCB.
That's nice, friend.
It's good. And that's why we got him on, all right?
Great.
Yes. And when we thought of something to go with the initials FCB, we'll tell you what it stands for. Listen, Dan, we knew that, really.
Did you?
Yeah, we knew. You know, you're
It
more
was
in...
nice of him to say, though, wasn't it? It was nice of him to ring in and apologise.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You know, Melinda's got a thing about Welsh guys.
Mm-hmm.
I certainly have, but one in particular, anyway.
Thank you very much, Melinda. I've only just arrived.
I know.
Right.
You...
Aren't cars great, James, though?
Cars are lovely, aren't they? Cars are wonderful.
Isn't it pathetic, these people ringing and saying cars should be stopped? I drive one, but they're bad things anyway.
Yeah, but they're lovely. They're lovely. Melinda said, is there any chance you could take her out one evening?
You know, if you're free, if you've got nothing else to do.
No, I'm sorry, I'm busy.
You're washing your hair.
Yeah,
Oh.
I can tell my friends I said Melinda Messenger.
You win.
Oh, well.
Hey, get on.
What was that you said to me, Robert? Not all Welsh people are stupid?
I just changed that.
Robert's coming to tell me about the advertising campaign. Actually, no, I'll tell you, Robert's come in here so we can tell him loads of advertising. He's the chairman of, I've got to tell you, Foot, Cone and Building.
Yeah.
Foot, Cone and Building. Why do advertising companies, Robert, have such stupid names nowadays?
Well, because they're all three people who get together originally, and that's their names.
Right.
And that's the way it is.
So you're one of the you're one of these advertisers. You look okay for an advertising guy.
I'm normal.
Because most of them most of them think they're male models, and they go around looking at themselves in shop windows when they walk down the streets. You see them walking down the street, looking at themselves, adjusting their ties and things.
Yeah, it's a preoccupation we have.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
No, you look like a rugby player.
I was a rugby player.
A rugby player and a bouncer in a nightclub.
John Major was earlier, wasn't he?
Oh, well, just out there was a hairstyle. Up there in the glasses, actually. If you look at from there,
He
Melinda...
does, actually, yes.
go away.
At an angle with,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
just far more debonair than that.
Do you think so?
I think so.
Okay. And you're going to tell me why young guys are actually not getting him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is a serious thing.
It's a sad thing.
Yeah. We wanted to ask you the question, are you a nice girl or a
spice girl?
Melinda, I think, is a nice girl.
That's interesting.
Yeah?
I would have put her in the nice girl group, too.
Definitions, Robert?
Right.
Well, it's about empowerment of girls now. And, young girls believe that they have the right to do what they want to do when they want to do it. So what happens is when they want a man, they want someone a little bit older.
Yeah.
So what you get is guys who are 16 and 17-year-old either falling in between the nice girls who don't want to know or the spice girls who want something
Someone
really
else.
older.
Like you,
who do they end up with
like
then?
you and me, Robert.
They don't end up with anybody, and that's the problem.
So all these young guys, sort of in the, 16 to 24, maybe?
Well, not quite as old as 24, but 16 and 19 age group,
They don't get sex.
And nothing else.
They do not get sex.
Well, they don't,
quite
don't
sad, really,
get sex, but someone out there's doing it.
Don't let your Methodist tendencies creep in here.
There is no, yes, absolutely, yes. Oh, lovely.
So there's all those young guys who don't get it because they go for the spice girls who turn them down because they haven't got the expensive
And the nice
cars.
girls that don't want to know.
And the nice girls who don't know that they don't want to know.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, guys, this next part of the programme is for you. Free call 0500 1050 389, but not for a moment because we're full. So anyway, and you being the chairman of an advertising company, I mean, you look at all this information and you decide. Do you sleep easy or not?
Absolutely, like a rock.
Yeah? You don't think, oh God, I'm cynically trying to manipulate these people into buying this instead of that.
No, it's the reverse, and I'm trying to keep the wheels of industry moving.
Because you see, loads of people hate advertising. I, on the other hand, love advertising.
Of course you do.
All right? I hate the idea that people would ever... first time I did a show for a BBC company...
No ads?
I couldn't get into it. I mean, what was the point of being there, I thought? There was no real reason, because we weren't selling anything.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a good thing.
Now we can walk in the Holy Land. But
advertising's good for you, James.
But people don't. This is what people don't understand. They think that advertising actually subliminally makes people go out and speak. You don't have to. But without advertising, how would you know what you wanted?
Quite right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everybody understands advertising now. Kids grow up with it. When I was a boy, advertising was fresh in television terms. So, you could be manipulated then.
Sometimes it's the most interesting thing on television as well.
Well, that's nice of you to say so. I like to think so.
When you and I aren't on, it's the most interesting.
Absolutely.
I actually think that advertising is getting better.
It's progressive, I think. And the more you understand advertising, the more we have to work harder to entertain you so that you can get the message across. So that's why it's getting better.
But in radio, it's not.
No.
Well, I'll tell you why, right? I'll tell you why.
Oh,
I know. I've been doing this longer than you. I know why it isn't.
Marginally.
I tell you, I've been doing this for 20-odd years. I know why it doesn't work. It doesn't work, first of all, because we have stupid rules in this world.
That's
I
true.
can't read
Sponsorship lines.
And, you know, if I wanted to say, hey, look at this, Talk Radio beer, the most fantastic beer. That's what I drink, guys, when I'm on the air. Now, you don't have to drink it, and most of you probably can't afford to drink it. But remember, Talk Radio beer is good for you, and it's good for me. And you can do it, and people know you don't really mean that. Or they go out and try it or whatever. And you can't read your own commercials like we would do if we were in America.
Yeah.
But the biggest crime of all, Robert?
What?
People like you using the soundtrack to their TV commercials and bunging it out on radio.
Well, I'd like to think we wouldn't do that.
You don't do that.
That's a lazy cop.
But they do.
Yeah, and, you know, there's reasons for doing that. They call it to extend the message.
Yeah.
But you can make that work.
It's taken a long time for advertising companies to realize how to use radio as opposed to TV, though.
I think radio in this country, in advertising terms, I mean, I'll probably get pulled down for this all over the place, but I think it's the best.
Careful, because
in the world.
There'll be a lot of people thinking that the commissions are not as good.
No.
The commissions are not as good.
If you look at radio advertising in the UK, the stuff that's produced by local stations is not good. But the stuff that's produced by major agencies is terrific.
I didn't say that at all. I'd like to disassociate myself from...
this is not a local station.
No, I know.
We're talking national here.
I was just thinking of all those poor advertising people who are going out to try and make their way in the world, who've just been terribly upset.
Yeah.
But
they wouldn't be upset.
People don't listen to local.
They know they're real. No, they listen to national stuff.
I want to do something really provocative and rude and absolutely disgusting now on national radio that has never been done before. What did you say?
Put your trousers back on, please.
Not a pretty sight.
Have you got that bit of Melinda? Play it. Now, I want to do something that has never, ever been done before. At least not for 18 years, which is when I did it last time. Okay? And, are you okay there, Ash? Have you got that bit for me? Go on, then.
Can I take my top off yet?
I love it. Okay, so Melinda is now going to pose naked. This is the first sort of page 3 pose that's ever been done on radio. All right? You see it a lot on, what's that TV program you do sometimes?
Eurotrash.
They're always getting their gear off on there. And sex sells.
Absolutely.
Sex sells, okay?
Undeniably.
I want you to go out and tell your friends that this is the only radio station that brings you fully naked photographs on the radio of Melinda Messenger.
Am I allowed to clap?
In the 2 seconds. Okay, Melinda, would you do it for us now?
All right, then. Are you ready? Okay. What do you reckon?
Bravo.
I'm not sure about these trunks, though. What do you think?
They're a bit skimpy, aren't
they?
Sorry, what was that, Ash? What did you say, Ash?
I thought you said naked.
Yeah? So? Use your imagination. Take a break.
Forget Baywatch. The most sexy shows these days deal with science.
With science.
I'm Lorraine Kelly. Join me at noon tomorrow when I'll be finding out just why E equals MC squared is such a turn-on.
Science.
You're mad. And I'll be talking to author Teddy Pratchett. We'll have the latest movie releases, and I'll be revealing the shocking story of a woman who was mistakenly told she had AIDS. I'll also be discovering how meditation can make a difference to your life. So join me, Lorraine Kelly, tomorrow at noon here on Talk Radio. There's a good argument for listening. He blinded me with science.
This is Talk Radio.
I'm the voice of the people.
Hi, this is Peter Stringfellow, and as I was saying to James Well, James, your lack of success with women has got nothing to do with the fact that you've got no hair, no money. It's more personal than that.
What are you laughing at?
I thought that was quite entertaining, actually.
No, I'm very glad you did.
I didn't
Not at all accurate, though.
No, I didn't either. I didn't understand that at all. I thought it was really, really strange how similar you and Lorraine Kelly are speaking.
Me and Lorraine Kelly.
Careful, Robert. I thought it was really spooky. It was almost spooky how similar you and Lorraine Kelly are, actually.
Why is that, then?
Well, I don't know, your personality and everything. You know, you're really similar. Very, very similar. Yeah.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment.
It's me.
I'm not sure how Lorraine will take it, but I'll take that as a compliment.
You should. I don't know how Lorraine will take it either. But, oh, by the way, who am I? And before we go any further, I heard rumours, I was asleep at the time Scott Chisholm was on the air, but I heard rumours he was moaning on about the fact that we have had more winners to Who Am I than anyone else on this radio station. Very simply, we have the biggest, we have the most intelligent, we have the most fun-loving audience in the entire nation on radio. And so obviously, statistically speaking, we've got to have more winners.
Yeah.
Sounds to reason.
That was for you, Scott. Free call 0500 1053 389. We're gonna in about 4 minutes. I'm gonna tell you that tonight's clue. You could win £800, and if you guess the idea, he actually didn't. He insinuated that I gave out an extra clue. He insinuated that I gave extra help. I've never done that in my life. I have never had memos from the boss saying that I did that, Scott. Never. Right. Hang on. Let's go back to calls before we go any further. Edward in Sussex, you're on Talk Radio. Hi, Edward.
Hi, James. How Melinda?
Hello, Melinda. Hello, Melinda. Stop picking on him.
Sorry.
Oh, you are what you are. Yeah, I'm after a bit of advice, James, basically.
I thought you wanted it from Melinda.
Oh, right. Well, I don't mind.
What's it about? I'll tell you.
Okay, well, I'll put an ad in one of the personal things in the local area. Basically, a 23-year-old looking for someone to settle down with. And this woman, about 35, answered my advert, and she said she was divorced, and she had a kid and everything, and, like, her husband's been chucked out or whatever. So I met her anyway. I took her out and everything, and I phone up, because she asked me to phone her, and I find out her husband answers the phone, basically.
They're swingers, eh? They wanted to watch. That's what they wanted to do.
Well, what I can't work out is, basically I'm being sort of, like, threatened and everything, you know, but,
I'd get back to the company that you did this with, and I would, in fact, I go to solicitor first of all. I take legal advice about this. I'm serious now. And then I would go back round, when I wouldn't go back round, I'd get the solicitor to contact them.
No, but what I can't understand is he's taking her side by believing that I'm
Edward?
Yep. Hello?
I couldn't care less about the intermarital affairs of people you met through some Lonely Hearts Club. But if you're paying money to get yourself some woman, and you're getting some woman who's already incumbent with some bloke, you're not getting a good deal, are you?
Well, no, but...
But listen, let's go further, because Robert Harmer here, he knows what people of different ages should be doing.
Oh, right.
And 23-year-old guys should not be thinking...
settling down.
No! It's going to ruin his stuff.
Time to live.
Hey, mate, look, I mean, life is short, mate, and I'm trying to make the most of it.
Sure, that's why you should get out there.
Yeah. When did you last have sex?
I'm not answering that question, actually.
No. Okay, so you're a virgin as well.
Well,
it's this nice girl, spice girl thing, isn't it? That's what it is.
You can't find one.
No, hang on, guys. No, what I'm saying is, what I want an answer to is, should I send the tape to the husband because he doesn't believe me?
No!
Why not? I sent a tape of her message that she left of my answering thing, saying that she was single, lonely, and was looking for love. Should I send it?
I wouldn't worry about it, Edward.
No, Edward, I'd forget all about it, mate, unless you gave them your address.
Okay,
I would worry about it.
If I end up in a hospital and everything, I'll call you back.
Thanks very much. We'll look forward to that. Who am I? Okay, right now, whatever anybody else says, I know you can do it. I know that you can win this. Free call 05... No, hang on. I'll give you the time. This is the number to ring. 0894 222 333. It costs you 25p to enter Who Am I? Tonight you could win £800. These are the clues to the identity of the mystery celebrity. I was born in the USA in the early 40s. My father was an accountant and my mother was a beauty queen. I went to school in Long Island, New York. And this is the new clue tonight from me. I learned to play classical piano at an early age. And if you guess the identity, I will do an impersonation of this person, okay? 0894 222 333. Who am I for £800? I was born in the USA. My father was an accountant. My mother was a beauty queen. I went to school in Long Island. I learned to play classical piano at an early age. 0894 222 333. It'll cost you 25p.
This is Talk Radio, the conversation of the nation. Recall 0500 1053 89 now.
Okay, this is the James Whale Show, reverberating around the wireless transceivers of the nation. Oh, why did that finish? I was enjoying that.
My generation.
Yeah. The Who. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I was quite enjoying that, actually.
Stones, actually.
Rolling Stones, sorry, Rolling Stones, yeah. How's your girdle?
Not too bad. Pinching a little.
Is it? Do you want to undo it or not?
No, it's fine for the moment.
Okay. She's wearing this Mary Jane girdle, is it? Or something?
Well, no, it's called a Miss Mary.
A Miss Mary, I see. Yeah. She's out, yeah.
As opposed to a mismatch.
I just go and look through and see...
Actually, it's very cool of you to start spreading these rumours, James.
Why?
People know that really all this time I've just been breathing in and standing at the right angle.
You've been airbrushed.
Yeah, it's terrible. Truth is out.
I'm just
looking
to see what Robert sort of, what client list he's got with his advertising. If there's anything... Brillo soap pads, you do, because you shot to fame, Melinda. You shot to fame with, didn't you?
Brillo soap?
No. double glazing.
With double glazing, yes, I did, yes.
Robert, you should know that.
Well, I should know that, shouldn't I?
That's that big. I mean, you did this double glazing with the...
With the underwear in front of the window, and that's where it all happened, yes.
I mean, I'm just looking through this. Lifeguard duck.
Toilet duck.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Ducks don't make that good life.
You know, why don't you get rid of the Andrex puppy?
Oh, very controversial.
Get rid of the puppy.
You're at the cutting edge of advertising here.
And have my Shih Tzu.
Well, it's appropriate for Andrex, I suppose.
Well, I was more thinking of sort of Melinda rolling around in floaty soft toilet paper. I can see it, couldn't you? In the
yes, I can see that.
Oh, hang on, we got Paul Simon. Paul Simon. That's brilliant music. Brilliant music. And I don't think there's been ever anything like Bridge Over Troubled Water. I think it's one of the best ever.
Absolutely.
Best ever piece of music. We're lucky tonight to have Paul Simon with us. Paul, hi.
Hello.
Hello, Paul.
I'm here. Where's Art?
Well, funny enough, I was going to ask you the same thing.
He's not with me. He's with you.
No, honestly. Paul,
no, he's not with me.
Do you know, that doesn't sound like Paul Simon, does it?
No, it's a different, I think it's a different nationality.
Have you changed, have you been to acting school?
Yeah, I have,
Have you changed your voice?
Yeah. No, I came here about 2 years ago.
Oh, very good accent, isn't it?
Yeah, he's doing well. Listen, I wouldn't mind hearing a bit of, is it Mother and Child, or was that, Paul Simon, Mother and Child reunion, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, I don't do it anymore.
Oh.
Spoiled.
They're spoiled. Oh, now what have you done?
I don't know, I'm not there. There's a party going, I'm not there.
No, you're not.
No, I'm here, you're there.
Hang on, what? T what? TBW what? TB... Oh, not another advertising.
It's another one. It's another name.
Another... Oh, for goodness... Yeah, and who's Simons Palmer?
It's me.
Oh, you're...
Paul Simons.
Yeah,
oh, Paul Simons Palmer.
It's the wrong bloke. You know, you want Simon and Garfunkel.
I did. I'm sorry. What are you doing on here, Simon?
Well, I'm here. You know, sort of on the telephone.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I better just look through this, because I saw the name Paul Simon on the running order, and I just immediately said, it's Paul Simon, and I thought, get the music out, get ready with all the questions for Paul Simon, and you're not him.
I'm not him. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Hang on, it's just been handed to me, for another top global advertising company.
Indeed.
Talking about the manipulation of the national psyche.
Ooh.
Well, I am.
No, you are now. No, you are now.
I'm doing that.
And how advertisers cajole people into buying their products?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can do that, or you can sing Bridge Over Troubled Water.
I really can't do it, honestly. I can't do that, so I'll talk about the first thing.
What clients have you got, then?
Well, we sort of deal with lots of people, really, but I guess the thing that people talk about a lot is Nike.
Really?
Yeah, we do all that.
Yeah, posh.
Yeah, I know, you know.
Yeah.
Good stuff, you know.
So you'll be into the Spice Girls. You want the Spice Girls doing all this, don't you?
Well, you know, I've got a 12-year-old daughter. She keeps saying to me, Dad, can't you get the Spice Girls to do an ad for you so I can come along and see them? But, of course, you know, it's quite hard, really. But I'm sure Robert's sort of probably got...
Wouldn't you? You don't seem that keen on them.
Oh, I'm very, very keen. But for different reasons.
You know, how necessary is it for you to get a top personality to wear your trainers, then?
Well, it's, I mean, the serious point is that, I mean, honestly, you couldn't sort of do the stuff you said because with something like Nike, it's all about having people, you know, who are sort of like, you know, top sports performers, you know, athletes and whatever.
Listen, I was sitting in a restaurant 2 days ago. This was complete accident. And outside, the Spice Girls are making their movie.
Yeah.
They are very athletic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
very, very athletic.
I completely agree, but for different reasons. I think that...
Really?
Well, they've got a sporty spice, haven't they?
Well, I know. Sport is pretty good. You know, my daughter's sort of very keen on her, I must say. And Sporty does wear Nike gear occasionally, but you know, that's her choice. It's not something that we kind of try and do.
Robert's here. He's been telling me about the Nice Girl or Spice Girl.
And I was listening actually. I think it's very good.
And a lot of guys who are not getting it because they get caught between two.
Caught between two stools.
I didn't want to say that. I really can't. I can't bring myself to say that. I realise now, Paul, that obviously you want me to endorse your product. I realise that's what you're on here for.
Of course.
But I find sport quite objectionable.
Lie down until it goes away.
It's quite a difficult thing to do.
Well, it is when you sort of drink and eat and party and
But you look the part, don't you? You look very athletic.
I do.
Yeah.
I've got the Batman outfit.
Yeah.
No, I have. I'm going to have my new publicity photographs done in the Batman outfit with the rubber.
I can see. Yes, it must slip on very comfortably.
You take your talc along with you for that, don't you?
Yeah, I've got a big disadvantage here because you're looking at each other and I can't see you.
It doesn't make any difference.
I'm trying to work out what's going on.
It's radio, you see, so the end of the day, what people hear is all exactly the same.
Paul,
well, I heard the topless bit earlier and I thought, well, you know...
Paul, you wouldn't like it.
It's just my, you know, bad luck to be here and not there.
The pictures were just as good there as they were here.
I've got my spies are taking pictures, I can tell you.
Oh, no, right. Now, listen.
Yeah.
What about Melinda wearing some of your stuff?
Well, I think it's a great idea. A great idea.
I mean, I've come up, and I'm not telling you on the air, with the greatest tagline for Melinda Messenger in Nike.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm not going to tell you yet. You're going to have to pay for it. No.
He's after his commission, Dad.
I'm not.
Any new ideas are really welcome.
But let me tell you, it involves 4 of your shoes.
No problem. We've done it before, honestly, you know, but it's no problem.
And she's just told me, when I was trying to suck her feet earlier, see if I could put her off, she said she loves that.
I said, I like having my feet tickled. I don't know about sex.
Oh, well, you're like somebody else, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Somebody else we know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really? Who's that?
Nothing to do with shoes, I don't think. No.
She's not. She's wearing high heels at the moment.
I am.
I bet they're not Nike high heels, are they?
No, but they could be.
I don't think Nike ever made high heels.
I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
They're very hard to run in, we found.
Have you?
Yeah. Yeah, we tried it, but, you know, sort of... We try to get some of the girls, you know, on the catwalk to sort of run, but they can't do it very well.
Have you got anything else we could advertise then?
We could take the mickey out of. Yeah, why not? Let's go. Well, we do. We do Wonder Bra.
Yeah, well, no need for that here. I thought there was going to be a need for answers.
Well, you know, it's a very uplifting account to work on.
I tell you what, Robert, why don't you and I just put our feet up and sit here and let Melinda carry on with this interview? It's all yours, babe. You got.
Well, Wonder Bras and myself, I mean, I just can't see any connection there at all.
Well,
none whatsoever.
Yeah, but I don't know, see, because I can't see you, so I can't comment, can I? I mean, I've got no idea.
Oh, you mean you don't buy the Sun?
Well, of course I do. Of course I do. They're one of our clients.
Oh, really?
We do the advertising with Sun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah.
Well, that was just the Daily Mail.
I see.
Anyway, yes, I mean, I'm sure that it would be a terrific product for you.
I'm on commission
definitely.
for that, for introducing you to him.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that sounds great.
I'm sure we could definitely work something out.
You wouldn't
Sounds
get...
good.
We're talking Nike shoes and Wonder Bras.
Yeah.
Wonder Bras.
We're laughing.
And that's all she needs to
Yeah,
wear.
I mean, what else is there to wear?
Yeah, well, yeah. Exactly.
I don't think you'd get away with a poster campaign of Melinda wearing a Wonder Bra. You know all the trouble you had about it before.
Yeah.
In fact, one of your colleagues, we did a program on one of my favourite TV shows, Central Weekend.
Right.
And he came up, and I think it was the feature that I was hosting, and we were talking about the fact that the Wonder Bra posters were dangerous, and people kept running their cars into the back of other people because of them.
Yeah.
And I think you'd never get away with Melinda then. Can you imagine her in that sort of 7 foot... I know.
I'm thinking really hard.
It's hard work, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I keep telling you I'm not there, but I'm trying to imagine.
Okay, Paul. Sing the song. Thank you very much indeed, Paul. Nice talking to you. Here's Paul Simon pretending there he was, of course, to be an advertising guy, but really he was the real Paul.